welcome to today's episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Efe West. If this is your first time on this channel, you're highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Please don't forget to like and share this video, and you are free to ask questions or share your own ideas on what you think we're doing here. Today, I want to talk about a very deep and important topic. This is a question that many people have asked me. When they come to me, they try to learn African spirituality. Some people will say, what is the fastest way to learn this stuff? What is the fastest way to acquire spiritual knowledge? How do I just kind of click a button and then I will get this knowledge easily without stressing myself, or without beating around the bush or going from one spiritualist to another, wasting money and precious time? This is a very good question that many people have asked me. I myself also asked this question as well earlier on in my journey when I discovered free spirituality after Christianity. I wanted to get access to the original raw direct knowledge. I didn't want to waste time. I wanted to know the truth, who is saying the truth. I was anxious and I was desperate. I was ready to do almost anything to know this knowledge, to get to the bottom of the tree, if you ask me. So people ask me this, and I always tell them this: there's a slow way and there's a fast way. Okay, the slow way is that you take things easy, you learn one step at a time, you study from the known to the unknown. By this, you study things that you can see, you can verify physically with scientific evidence, historical evidence, a lot of things you can be able to verify. Once you have gone through that basic step, then we now move to these other things that are not so easy to solve. We go into the deeper aspect of nature. By this, I mean we go into the minutest details of the atomic structure, the atom, the way the ancient Kemeticals we call it, the atom or the atom. According to science, they tell you the atom is the smallest indivisible particle of nature. After you have gone into the atomic structure, you will see it composed of three aspects of electrons, protons, and neutrons. If you go beyond that, science will tell you they have specks, quarks, and leptons. If you go beyond that, you are now going into the invisible aspects of nature. Those aspects of nature that you cannot be able to see with the naked eye. If you cross over this atomic structure, the physical manifestation, you now transcend it, you will go into the quantum realm. If you now transcend the quantum realm, you now go into the plasma realm. This is the realm of the spirits. This is the realm of the deities that we talk to, the spirits of the dead, the so-called elemental, terrestrial, infernal deities. This is where they live. This is the spirit world. Okay, how can you get to that point is why I am here today, why we are all here today. Okay, they say the physical is a manifestation of the spiritual. Okay, now that you are now in the physical form, you are now hurrying to go back to the spirit form. I don't know why, but many people seems to be in a hurry to get out of this place. But you really came here for a purpose, right? You rushed here to rush back. Now let's see how to get there. If you want the fastest way to acquire spiritual knowledge, you don't want to waste time, the fastest and quickest and most easiest and devastating thing you can do is to go by the way of the blood. That is a blood magic. Okay, this is simply the act of making a blood pact with a deity of the so-called dead essence. There are so many deities, but there are particular ones that will take you to where you need to be. So the fastest way is to go there is through a blood pact with a deity. Okay, this blood pact must be your own blood. Okay, it is not by slaughtering a goat, slaughtering cows, killing other animals, or taking other people's blood. All those will not work. It will only get you to a certain point. You will not be able to go beyond that point. I always say it on this channel that as far as you eat meat, you are involving in animal sacrifice. Whether you slaughter the meat to a deity or you cook the meat for yourself and your children, all of you are involved in animal sacrifice. Okay, so killing animals for deities for me is a way of actually feeding deities to a certain extent. But if you really want a closer, direct relationship or contact with a deity, you need to put your blood in, you need to mix your blood with that of the deity. Let me just say it. Okay, it's like a marriage. When two people get married, they have to be kind of intimate together to bring children. When you give your blood to a deity as an offering, it means that you are directly telling the deity that you want to have a very close contact with that deity. You want to have direct access to that deity for certain purpose, and that deity will have direct access to you. So therefore, you put this blood on the deity, and it becomes a blood pact, whereby both of you will be united for as such times as the contract will last. Sometimes it can be for a period of time, sometimes it can be for a lifetime, sometimes it can be forever. Okay, depending on how strong you want that relationship to be. Okay, so the ultimate offering that will give you the ultimate spiritual ascension is a blood pact with your own blood, not with somebody else's blood, not with a chicken blood, not with a goat blood, not with a cow blood or a ram blood, your own blood. Okay, this is the highest offering you can give to any deity. It means that you have crossed the line, you have gone beyond the veil, you are ready to sacrifice your life and every aspect of your life for this relationship or for this contact to work. You are ready to even die for this thing to work. You are not going back. This is what it means, and this is what it entails. That's why you see blood pacts are the strongest. You see in secret societies, when you get to certain secret societies, that we ask you to do a blood covenant. All of you will cut your blood, you will drink it. This is like that. So they will bind you people to death. Even after death, it is still binding. So blood pact is the strongest pact that you can find. So to get this spiritual ascension the fastest way, there are deities that you will get in contact with, and you will ask them to do this kind of blood pact. If they agree, you do the blood pact. What will happen is that the deity will come into your life, and you will also involve in the life of this deity, and things will change for you. Your life will not be the same again. It involves things that you want. People often do these blood pacts. They will say, okay, I want wealth, prosperity, so and so things. In exchange, I want to serve you or to do your work or do particular thing for you. So people will do blood pact with a deity. Most times it involves them serving the deity. By this I mean doing the work of the deity, promoting their work, promoting their name, doing their will upon this earth, doing certain things for them at certain times. This is what it entails. Nothing goes for nothing, okay? It is a kind of working relationship. In turn, the deity will also do their parts to make sure that you get whatever you want from this contract. So this is how it is done. So people do blood pacts for certain things. Some people do it for knowledge. Some people do it for power. Some people do it to break curses that have been on their life before. There are some people that have been cursed with some kind of curse from another life, and it's affecting them now. In order for them to break it, they need to do a pact with a spirit that will stand for them to make sure that they live an happier or fulfilled life in this present lifetime, so that that curse will not come upon them. People do these blood pacts for different things. Okay, some people do it because they just want to live a certain life. They don't care what will happen to them. So the fastest way to ascension is this very thing. But this is a thing that is frowned upon because people abuse it a lot. Like you can see in Africa, you see some people, They just want to have money. They don't care. They don't want to do anything. They are ready to even kill other people to make money. People go to this kind of evil deities. There are some deities that are wicked spirits, spirits of wickedness, of anguish and torment that are interested in tormenting humans. They go to sign pacts with this kind of evil spirits in order to destroy other people's life. A lot of so-called men of dogs, they do this. So many pastors, they do this kind of things. They are ready to do any kind of evil to have power. People go to these wicked deities to get this power, to see vision, to deceive other human beings. They do this kind of things. They don't care what will happen to them as far as they are committing evil upon this earth. That is all they do. Okay. But if you really are dedicated to this part of spirituality, you don't necessarily need to do a blood pact with a deity, but it might get to a point whereby you have actually worked a lot with the deity. You have now understand each other. You have now known the deity, the real nature of what you are dealing with, and you can do it out of your own free will in order to kind of, you want to maintain a close contact with the deity, or you want to have this kind, in case you come back to this earth again, you want to make that relationship of friendship ongoing. You can make these paths. Okay, so what this path will do for you most times depends on what you are looking for. If you want to acquire spiritual knowledge, what will happen is that when you do a path like this, your present life that you are living will be destroyed. It will be shattered. It's not that when you do it, everything will start working well. Once you do this kind of pact, things will happen. Maybe you might have a good job, you might be sacked from that job. You start to see life from another perspective. So many people around you that you don't know their true nature, maybe they are fake friends, you don't know who they really are. You will start seeing them. You will lose a lot of family members, a lot of friendships. Your life will be shattered, but out of the pieces of that, your life, you are going to be reborn again as a new person, as a new being, a better version of yourself. So this thing is a very powerful stuff to do. For you to be able to say you want to mix your blood with that of a deity, it's a very powerful stuff. This is not for children. This is one of the most advanced aspects of spirituality. Okay, not everybody can do a blood pact in their lifetime. Many people are afraid. But for those that are ready to go the distance, this is what you need to do. But you will get the knowledge, you will get the things that you are looking for, but you will also pay a very huge sacrifice depending on your desperation. Things that you're having now, you might lose some things in order to gain some things. This is how it normally works. When I started my journey, when I was a Christian, I got into spirituality. I wanted to know this knowledge as fast as possible. I went through so many so-called masters. Not all of them can give me. In fact, they could not give me what I want. The kind of questions I was asking, most of them, they were not able to answer those questions. So in my case, I need to go straight to the source. For me to go straight to the source, I need to speak to the deities themselves. I need to sort out those deities, the one they call the so-called echelons of hell, the so-called deepest and darkest horrible names out there, the ones that everybody fear. Those are the ones that I have to go to. I did this so-called thing. I literally jumped into the pool of primordial darkness. I went into the pool. I went to the deep end of the pool. I didn't put my leg to be feeling around like dabblers do. When you see some people come into spirituality, they'll be testing it like they are testing the water, if it's hot or cold. Those are people that have not made up their mind. In my own case, I dived deep into the deepest side of the pool. Then I will say that I died. I died and I was reborn. My whole life was shattered, destroyed, and out of the pieces and out of the ashes, I came out as a new person. That is part of the reason I'm being able to sit here on this chair and tell you about spirituality. Because I have done some of these things before, so I have experience about it, so I can actually talk about it. Okay? The fastest way to spiritual ascension is to die. Not by physical death, you have to die a spiritual death. all what you know, what you think you know, will be sacrificed in the altar of the path of the seeker. You are going to call the deity, and you are going to state your claims, and you are going to do the necessary right that is possible for you to be reborn into this new life. So, in other words, what you'll be doing is that you'll be giving up all what you think you know as your former perspective of life, and you'll be gaining a new perspective. It can be from the perspective of somebody else's reality, or from being in touch with nature, breaking all illusions, all false narratives of life, all what you think you have known before to be what is obtainable. There are so many things that is going to change with you. Okay, it has to do with intense shadow work, very deep shadow work of facing reality, identifying who you are, and trying to live in harmony with nature. So this is what you must do. For those people that are thinking that there is no power in African spirituality, if you really want to have direct experience, you need to do something like this. Okay, the experience is going to be very fast, and you are going to surely make contact with the deity. You will surely find what you are looking for. Let me put it that way. You will find what you are looking for. So for those people asking me these questions, the fastest way that want to get all the knowledge as quickly as possible, this is what you have to do. If you want to do this pact, there are people that are hard that are saying they are doing pact for you, especially in Western black magic, that for some fee, they are going to do a pact for you between you and a certain deity, and then you pay them. For me, the way to do this thing will actually be you yourself doing that pact. But so many people are afraid, so people have to make money from you being afraid to do this pact. So those people that really want to go into the deeper side of the pool, I will encourage them to do this. If you are afraid to do this, I can help you to facilitate something like this for a fee, of course. But you still need to do the final thing at the end of the whole process. So what I have come to realize is that the deities that we make contact with, they are aspect of us, another version of us in an alternate reality. So by you bringing the deities to your consciousness, by bringing your blood in contact with these energetic vibrations of these deities, you are actually opening a gateway for these deities to be active in this present lifetime in this physical world. Okay? At the end of the day, you will discover that you are actually the deity in the physical form. And both of you are being able to share the same will to work together for your own spiritual evolution, and for whatever purpose that they themselves want to achieve as well. So you become one with the deity. This is what it primarily entails. Both of you, or all of you, become one primordial entity, which will result in you becoming something brand new, which is the real you. It will go into you like a seed, and it will bring out a distinct consciousness in the person, which is unique. So at the end of the day, you are your own deity. Okay, so this is a wonderful experience. It can also go south if you make contact with the wrong type of deities. It can be very, very dangerous. So this is something that requires guidance as well. But everybody have different destiny. You will always be what you are destined to be. Even if you make a mistake, you can always backtrack. The real you will always come out at the end of the day. So it doesn't really matter as far as you are open to knowledge and you want to grow. No matter the mistake you make, you will still be on the right path. Okay, this is the way I see it to a certain level. So this is how you get your spiritual ascension. For those that are willing to dive into the deep part of the pool, you can do this. You may contact me. If you are interested in learning more about African spirituality, my website is there, www.kindoki.net. There I teach you the slow way and also the fast way of spiritual ascension. Then, if you are also a nerd like me as well, that want to know so many things before you dive into the deep end of the pool, I have still written a book for you people. My book contains a lot of evidence beyond reasonable doubt. It is a material that you can use in the court of law and you are going to win the case. So a lot of evidence is there for people like you to show you the validity of what I'm talking about. Then if you want to do any sort of spiritual work, you know where to find me. My number is there on the screen. Apart from that, please like and share my videos, subscribe to my channel. This year is going to be a wonderful year for you guys. I'll be bringing a lot of deep, I'll be bringing out a lot of deep stuff, a lot of dark stuff, explaining a lot of things for you people to understand, to accelerate your spiritual evolution. Okay. So that being said, I wish you a very wonderful day and a very wonderful year, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. So take care and bye. Peace.